ATMS. Always talking my shit with
Ashley. I got some shit to say.
You want social.
I'm the young one and they're old.
Tiana. Old bitch.
Who cares? Tiana would be everybody's friend.
First of all, I hate texting.
Melanie. Bitch. Fuck them kids. And I wish I wasn't always fucking irritated.
Driving scares the fuck
like,
out of me.
What do I mean?
Sabrina. Bitches piss me off. Sabrina's fist fight. I'm not really approachable. Let me just get that out there. Girl, if she ain't said nothing, I don't care. We're back, bitches. Hey. Hello. Welcome back. Always talking my shit, episode 2 with
Deuce. Ashley.
Tiana.
Melanie.
and Sabrina. We are so glad you guys are tuning in for episode 2. We hope that you enjoyed episode 1. And today we are going to get into something a little different, a little more societal and cultural.
Societal.
Like, is that a word?
Suicidal. Societal is a word, I believe. I could be wrong, though.
I hope you're wrong.
We're going to hope you're wrong.
I'm going to Google it right now.
We'll look it up later.
Hey, Siri.
When we edit, we're going to be like, she was wrong.
I do think it is a word.
For the
societal.
caption, by the way,
not suicidal.
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 Societal is not a word.
I'm like,
Societal.
suicidal is definitely.
No, I know suicidal is whatever she's trying to say.
It's like it's society, like society, our society, our
Societal?
yeah,
Was that the
societal.
word?
All right, so what we talking about?
societals.
All right, Labrisha. tell
Social,
us.
cultural.
Yeah,
Social.
See?
societal.
We had a long weekend.
Oh my God.
Cultural topics.
Yeah, no, it's a bunch of stuff. Like, you know, culture has changed and become so different from the time that we were kids and our parents were kids. And I don't want to make it into like culture war type stuff, but just like
Let's go to war.
let's go to war. Let's
Gen
do it.
Z versus millennials.
And I mean, it's different from relationships are different. How we date, how we talk to each other, what do we expect from each other. It's different in ways like how teenagers know how to do makeup, and we were in the 8th grade looking like
Bruh.
Labrisha.
That Instagram post that I sent y'all the other day, these little girls were literally getting a full face professional beat for their first day
First
of
of all,
high
what
school.
time did you have to wake up in the morning to get that done?
5
No.
a.m.
Like, that's disgusting. My dad, I wasn't allowed to wear makeup. I started wearing mascara my senior year, like the end of my senior year.
I was on FaceTime with Ashley this morning, and I had a full face of makeup on.
No, she did not.
She did her makeup?
No.
No, she has some lip gloss.
Just
on, and she
lip
was
gloss. Mommy, put lip gloss on.
That's my niece. She loves playing in makeup.
Like, yeah, I mean,
That's
I
different
feel
when
like
you're
we
playing
all
with
did.
it. Yeah,
like
for
when
sure.
we were little, we all like loved the makeup, but I think again, culture has changed the parenting too. Like, my mom would have never let me walk out the house with red lipstick ever.
Red was just not a color.
It was like
I
the
couldn't
night
get red
walkers,
nails.
like
I couldn't get
the prostitutes who wore red lipstick.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's how like the older generation thought of it. Like
Yeah.
it was like for,
Same thing with nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my nails done for the first time in 7th grade.
I have
And
8th grade dance.
My mom was like, "You can't get them red. They can't be heck long."
Yeah, same. 8th grade, and then she said the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was only because I was in a talent show with my friends, and they all were able to get their nails done. So I was like, fine, like
But it was like 8th grade, and that was it. Didn't have it done again until like
same.
junior
Actually, my
prom,
dad let
maybe?
me get my
Probably
nails
prom.
done early. I think I was in the 6th grade.
No, I think I wasn't. Oh damn.
Yeah,
was in
that was
Hell
like
no.
the only
With
thing.
acrylic tips?
But they, you couldn't even tell they were so short.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to have them a specific length. I couldn't have
French tip.
Like, yeah. But I've always been into getting my nails done.
But
Always.
that was one thing about me, like growing up. Like I followed the culture wherever the culture was going because I wanted to be on the in crowd so bad. So whatever they were doing, I hella wanted to do. But my parents were not with it at all. They're like, and my cousin made a joke one time. She was like, "Oh, what are you now? Like when you hang out with the Filipinos, you're Filipino. When you hang out with the black people, you're black. When you hang out with the Mexicans, you're Mexican. What are you now?" I'm like, "You're rude."
I'm mixed.
I just like the culture. I'm just here for the culture.
Oh God.
Sounds like an identity crisis.
Yeah. I've always had that. I've always had identity problems, like figuring out who I am and stuff. But that's neither here nor there.
I'm like, that's weird. I've never.
We'll have an identity episode. I didn't find out who I was till I met Jesus. But anyways, yeah, the culture just has switched so much, and it's just crazy. Even like as a parent now, Like, I feel like I do. Like, I never wanted to be that parent that, like, shielded my kids. But I feel like the culture is just so, like, changed, and it's so not healthy for kids.
You're forced to put a shield up.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kids is different.
That's why I don't want none.
I want my iPad.
Yeah, bro. Even that, like, just everything.
Oh,
So
Lord.
I was watching. So I went to go see the movie Beast with my mom and my sister, and he had 2 girls in there, and the kids were so fucking annoying in the movie. I kept saying, like, I would have snatched them kids up and really would have slapped them around, like, sit your ass in the car. Like, they kept hopping out the car, like, oh my God, Dad, we gotta go see where the fucking lion. Why would you do that? I was like, I can't have no fucking kids, because I would snatch them up too quick in a fucking dangerous situation. Or I might just leave you behind. Like, okay, well.
But yes, so yeah, culture's just changed so much, and I feel like we are the generation that's like got caught in the middle. Like, we have parents that are one way extremely, and then children that are one way extremely, and we're just like in the middle.
It's hard life out here, man.
Yeah, because I feel like, I hate to say this, but I feel like when I was younger, like, I felt like I was smarter than my mom, like my parents. And then I feel like now, but
Book smart?
No, just like being
Like
sneaky
getting
and
away
stuff.
with the shit.
But
Now
I
you
was.
can't get away with nothing.
No, but I was, because I got
Oh.
away with hella shit that she doesn't know about.
Wow.
But like now, when my nephew gets in trouble, I'll be like, boys don't even try.
Boys are dumb, though.
You didn't even try to get away.
Boys
with
are
it.
hella
Like,
stupid, though.
what?
Not
See,
me. I couldn't get away with nothing.
Well, because you don't like keeping secrets from your mom.
Yeah. I mean, I
So-
tried. I definitely tried.
The thing with now versus when we were kids, they got cameras. You got
True.
locations on your phone.
True.
Like they're social media. You can keep track of your kids hella easier now.
And we think about things as a parent. I think about things that I know my mom never thought about because of those things, like
Yes.
social media and stuff. Like,
Exactly.
we know more now in the world than our parents did because they didn't have that social media.
So our kids are screwed.
Yeah.
Because we know all.
hers.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, my kids probably won't even be leaving the house, to be honest.
Because if not, she gonna have that location. As soon as that location go off, you getting a phone call. She come to look for your
Hella
ass.
smart, so he gonna figure it out.
I have their locations
Right.
on my phone from their iPads, and they don't leave me.
Teo's gonna have like 2 phones. He's gonna find some way to link it and turn the
He gonna be like,
location on this
Auntie,
one.
I need you to put your name on this account. I'll give you the money every month, but my mama don't need to know.
I will
Oh,
whoop
Lord.
everybody. I will whoop everybody. No,
Yeah.
but
See, I thought I was slick. I remember I used to get my phone taken away a lot. Like,
So did I.
like every other week, my phone was getting taken away.
But think about it too, like how the culture has shifted has created such entitled little kids. Like,
Yeah.
I was still looking at my kid yesterday when he was having a tantrum, and I'm just thinking, like, why do you think that you even get this to begin with? Like,
Yeah.
like beside the point that like you are probably gonna get it, but like beside that, like
She's the
fact
problem.
that you think that like you are
You're like, you got some nerve, but I'm gonna give it to you later.
Literally nerve.
But even so, like when we were younger, our parents didn't have to have any of that.
Yeah.
We were at restaurants. I look at my mom like, how did you deal? Because I cannot be in a restaurant with an eye without the iPad.
yeah.
But that's because you guys rely on it. You and her.
But again,
So she was taught that.
But I used to tell myself I'm not gonna be that parent with the
Same,
iPad.
same.
I'm not gonna do
But
it.
y'all are.
But go to the grocery store. Where's your iPad?
Yeah.
Get your iPad.
And it's funny-
Charge your iPad, please.
it's funny though, because if you think about even that like if you think about it deeply, like how often did our parents take us out to eat?
I was gonna say they
True.
didn't take us nowhere.
It was like a reward. Like, oh, you graduated
You got
8th
good
grade.
grades. Yeah, go to Red
like,
Lobster.
So
Now this generation we go out to eat all the fucking time.
right.
I didn't go to the grocery store with my mom.
Yeah.
She
no.
went before she picked me up
I
at my
did.
grandma's house.
Yeah,
every
now
day.
I think
I did,
about
and
it
my mom
either.
used to make me hold the cart. No, I would try to push the cart, and she would hold on to the side, and I'd be heck mad.
I mean,
Or
I
she
did
would
a
put
lot
me
of
in the
stuff
back.
with my mom because my mom was a single parent, so it's not like I had anybody to like watch me, but I don't remember it being like a difficult or bored or like, you know?
No, I
Like,
used to have fun. I was glued to my mom's hip though when I was young.
Same.
Not me.
I wanted to do my own thing, but
I mean, as a teenager, I wanted to do my
I
own
don't
thing,
I don't
but
yeah, I
as
don't
a
really
kid-
remember anything prior to like middle school. In middle school, that's when I rebelled, so it was different.
I
but
didn't rebel till high school.
I
Me
never.
Like,
too.
I
It was
remember-
high school for me.
I remember being in middle school and even high school and wanting to take the bus like everywhere, wanting to walk everywhere. Like I begged my mom. My friends would walk home from school in 5th grade because they were all in that neighborhood, and my mom put me in a school outside of our district because we lived in a crappier area. So she put me in a school that I didn't live near. So I'm like begging her to walk home. She's like, "Where are you gonna walk?" And I'm like, "I'll walk to my friend's house." No, like you're not walking to your friend's house. Like no.
My dad never used to let me walk home. Nothing.
No. And the crazy thing is though, like now,
that's all I did.
Like
was
we
walk.
beg the kids to walk and to take the bus. I'd be like, take the
what?
freaking bus.
I had to catch the bus from fucking Oakley to Antioch, and I had to walk from fucking by the post office all the way to Antioch High.
Oof,
Ooh,
that's not that bad.
That's hella
That is
far,
hella far.
especially in the heat.
I'm trying to
Not
think.
that bad.
I didn't get to take one bus until we actually moved to Antioch because it was one bus.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
crazy.
But the kids now, no, they're not taking buses at all.
No, I will never.
At all. No, I'm just saying like they don't. They like the older kids, like they won't.
I
Like,
wouldn't let her though. It's
It's
scary
honestly,
though too.
public transportation now is dangerous.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't let her if she
Everything is
wanted to.
dangerous.
That's another thing. Like shit is just so dangerous, and it makes me think like, is it really more dangerous than before, or do we know that it's more dangerous now because of social media and shit like that?
it's everything.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was still
But-
fights and stuff on public buses.
Yeah, but I feel like
things were happening still.
I feel like it's more creeps now, or maybe we just know about it more, like you said, because of social media. Because back then, when my mom wouldn't let me spend that at my friend's house, I didn't understand it. But now, you know, I understand
Yeah,
as I get
definitely.
older. But I'm like, I felt like I didn't hear shit like that when I was a kid. Like, oh my god, this happened at such and such house.
Yeah, definitely.
But the kids know now. They know now. They know why we say no.
Yeah.
Which is also kind of.
I mean, and then that and on itself like puts the more pressure and more stress on us because we're like, we can't just tell our kid like, oh, walk to the park, go play at the park, like get out the house, like we
don't
can't do
trust
that.
the other people. It's not trust.
But I do-
I don't even know if that's a cultural thing. That's just like society has changed in
I
that
do
way.
like now how Ash said like kids know why we say no now. I do like that about our culture now because back then when my mom told me no, it was just no.
Yeah.
It wasn't like what's the explanation.
You better not
Yeah.
ask
So
why.
I do appreciate like my friends that have kids or y'all that have kids. Like when you tell
Having
your kid
those
no, you're like,
conversations.
this is why I'm telling you no.
Yeah.
So they understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom. Nope.
I'm
Never
like, because I'll be like,
because I
why?
said no. No is
why?
no.
Don't ask me why. Like why?
But why? That's not fair. Like you're
It's
not even
not.
helping me understand. Maybe that's why we got issues.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I definitely get to a point sometimes where I'm telling my tale like it's because I said, but I will explain for the most
I mean,
part.
there are some things that's like because I said so,
and because
but-
you have to think about it, like the things we're trying to explain to them, their little brains aren't going to comprehend anyway.
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Like,
Like-
I know I tell Nia when we're out in public, I'll be like, Nia, hold my hand now. Like, at that moment, don't
Yeah.
ask no questions.
Yeah.
And later, I'll get to the car. There was somebody mommy didn't feel okay with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted you to be next to me. Okay, mom.
Same. I know. Sometimes I do. I'm like, grab the cart right now. Grab the cart.
yeah, I
They're
don't
like,
know how y'all
okay.
go grocery shopping with kids. That would give me anxiety.
Yeah,
I have to do.
would
Well,
flip
I've
out.
started going with Marvin now because I need 2 carts, and then they could be in one, and then I can grocery shop in one. But
Oh Lord, that sounds like a headache.
yeah, no, it's definitely.
Reason number 785 why I'm not having kids.
You know what part of my culture, my childhood was the best was like between 17 and like 23. That was like the best time.
That's not a childhood.
My life then. Yeah. Because when I
17
turned
and
17, like culture was lit. It was like
Culture was
2006.
lit.
What time? What age
This-
were you when you had kid tail?
24. No, 26.
Oh, well, what happened 24, 25?
I said the best time of
became
my
a mom.
life in culture was between the ages of 17 and 23 when we were partying, when
Culture changed when she hit
when
mom.
hyphy movement was out, when sports, when all the Bay Area sports were like fucking shit, and Giants was getting
Ooh,
every championship game.
the music,
Niners was
too.
going to the
Yeah.
bowl, freaking everything. The music, the clubs were lit in the city. Like
Do they even have clubs now?
They do.
they do, but
You see, Lana just went.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Was that a 21 and up club?
the Grand?
How
I
the
think.
fuck did all y'all get in?
Dang.
Like, I need to know. I didn't say no
She's not on this show. so-
like I'm seeing these girls. I'm like, y'all are 18 and 19. Like, we didn't even do shit like
Nah,
that.
I was
That's what I'm
putting
saying. That
I
was
was
the
putting
best
in
one.
contacts.
I was at 17 going to 21 and up clubs. At 17, yeah. They didn't. They
Because you're older than me, I had to look the
Yeah.
part. I had to wear contacts and fake IDs.
I was in the club at 17. My mom was like thinking I was doing homework at a friend's house. I'm like in the club.
Miss Linda, I hope you're
I mean,
not
I will
listening.
say though, some very traumatic things happened to me during those times as well. So maybe it wasn't
It's
a
the
great
culture.
idea.
It was the culture.
Maybe I was having to put napkins over my drinks so I didn't get roofied.
Oh, they're roofied.
Oh my god.
Hangover
That
taught
was
me.
definitely the roofie era.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
roofie era. Wow.
Yeah, no.
Now they just doing it. Here, want a roofie?
That's
Sure.
when like they had like
Sure.
sideshow. Well, they still have sideshows, but they had like sideshows.
I feel like
and-
sideshows are just now coming back.
Yeah. I know I was making fun of somebody yesterday. Like, why are you going to that? You're not 18.
That shit is
They're not 18.
That shit's dangerous.
Yeah, it is dangerous. But yeah, culture is like, and I feel like things in the culture that like are trendy or popular, they go away and then they come back.
Yeah, like everything's coming back
Yeah.
from when we were little.
Even like
when we were in high
fashion.
school.
Like
Yes.
remember when bell bottoms like were not cool and then they came back and then they left and then they came back.
And now they're here again.
Now
That's what I'm
they're
saying.
here.
The culture now is so fucking confused.
Yeah.
It's you got the 90s, you got the 2000s, and you got the right now, and they try to mix them all together. And
I don't
you
even know
look
what right now is
retarded.
now. What's right now?
It's just some weird shit. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
The way these people be
I don't follow
dressing.
no trends no more. That was like high school for me. I followed all the trends.
Yeah, I don't know what the trend is. I'm too old.
Who knows? But whatever. The
I
fuck
get
y'all
up and
kids
get
be
out of
wearing.
bed.
Go to work, come
Go to
home, do
work,
it
come
again.
home. That's my trend. Go to work, come home, go to bed.
I'm like, honestly, what the culture is exploding with now is just all political stuff, which I actually appreciate that we are educating our younger generations in more of things that matter than just like trendy stuff. But like, other than that, I don't think there's anything that stands out in
True.
that's,
Because like back then, all we knew about politicals was in government class.
yeah, and that was senior year for half a semester
Yep.
or a semester. Yep.
Yeah, I don't remember.
And then it was econ.
Now it's all over.
Yeah, I mean, we learned about history, watered down ass history, but
Literally watered
Okay.
down.
yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it after.
No, like we didn't learn how to vote. I didn't know how to vote. I just kind of like figured it out. I moved out of my parents' house at 19, so I figured everything out after that, like on my own.
Yeah, I think my mom taught me how to vote.
No, my mom never said anything to me about voting, or my dad. I don't even know if they vote. I know my mom votes now, but growing up, I don't know if she ever voted or what.
I don't know if my mom and dad do.
The only
Like
thing
my
I knew
dad.
about presidents back then was when, what's her name, Monica
Lewinsky.
Wow.
That was like the most I knew about like presidential stuff.
That she was a
That was
whore.
the tea we knew back in the day.
She was the president's whore. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, and then 9/11. I was
9/11.
sixth or seventh grade.
But we
I
didn't.
think I was in 6th grade.
The only
I was
thing,
in 4th grade.
Ooh,
Yeah, so
I was a
in
baby.
6th
I
grade.
was 4th grade.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was seventh
definitely in
grade.
5th. Yeah, I remember that day. That
So
shit
do
was
I.
crazy. And I just recently went to New York. And well,
I didn't go to Ground Zero when I went to New York.
Bro,
We
that
missed
shit was
it.
so
I think I did.
emotional.
Yeah, I would
in
be.
New York?
Well, I would
Yeah.
be more now
went
that
to
I
New York?
have so much
Yeah,
love
on
for
my 8th grade
America.
field trip.
I just want to say I've been trying to go to New York
Oh,
since
so
I
it
was
wasn't there
19,
yet.
and they knew
Oh, the stuff
that,
wasn't there yet.
and no one has took
What
me
wasn't
to
there?
New York yet.
Hey, I
Oh,
went
the
to New York with my
9/11
father.
museum.
I'm just gonna put that
It
out
was
there.
just the actual scene.
No, the actual story.
But
that
now,
they break
see, all
down for
3 of
you.
them went to New York.
Yeah,
I wanna go
separately.
back.
I went when she was
separately.
8th grade, so it doesn't count.
And I went with my dad in 2010
Yeah, that shit
or
is
11.
hell of emotional. It was a lot. Like I was like low key in tears. Like that shit was crazy. Like hearing the stories, hearing people's phone calls, seeing people's last messages sent.
Yeah,
like
I
that
seen
They
shit.
have it all there.
documentaries.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
like a museum.
It's called
I
Ground
wouldn't know. I haven't
Zero.
been to New York.
It's called Ground Zero, and it's like where the building was, and it's like in, right? You see that part where it's like the bottom of the building?
Yeah, I have pictures of it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't go though.
Beautiful, but sad as fuck. Seeing all those names.
That's probably the most time. That's probably the most time in my life that I remember like the world got
historical
political.
event.
Like yeah, things started
The
to.
whole world stopped that whole week. Like the complete world just stopped. I remember we went to school and we didn't even do anything at school.
I think we got sent home.
I think
Yeah.
we were watching the news.
We were watching
Yeah.
the news all day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was so
that
sad.
shit
'Cause I was in a
crazy.
private school, so we prayed all day long.
Amazing.
Sheesh.
I wish I was in private school then. No. Wow. This episode took a turn.
And
Getting all emotional. No, but no, seriously, that was when things started to change. Because then remember, even going to the airport was like you had to leave 4 hours early.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything in the world like changed. Security got beefed up in so many places. Like you couldn't do or anything. You can't say the word bomb on like an airplane. Like you couldn't make jokes. Like people were like getting arrested for crazy things. You were getting pulled out of line. I think my dad and we went somewhere one time and he got pulled out of line randomly for like a random check because I don't know why, but it was just like shit got crazy after that. I feel like it never stopped getting crazy after
Yeah.
that. Like things just got worse and worse culturally.
It's funny because you just reminded me when you said how everything changed. That's how it is with COVID. You can't cough now without people like,
We can't talk about the culture without talking about the last 2 fucking years.
the whole pandemic.
I don't even know if the listeners probably are tired of COVID. They're probably like, please don't talk about
It's okay.
COVID.
I'm tired of COVID too.
The COVID took out so many people, and not because of the sickness, just because of so many other things.
Mental illness.
Like locking us up. Like, I get the idea behind it all, but at the end of the day, it was the worst thing that could have happened to us. Like, everybody.
Yeah, this shit was tough.
It was the worst thing.
Shit was tough.
Like, even having as much fun as we did this summer, and we're like, what did we do last summer? Oh,
sulk.
we were on fucking lockdowns. The summer before, left my job because I couldn't fucking go to work because I was scared of fucking cold.
Yeah, 2020 was just horrible.
Yeah, it was weird.
It was
2020
weird.
was
You know,
perfect.
now
Like-
you don't even have to quarantine or nothing when you
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just came out like last week.
It's like a
Ridiculous.
regular cold now.
No quarantine, masks don't work. Like, what the fuck have y'all been doing to us for the last 2 years?
Nothing.
I'm looking at the camera because I need somebody to give me answers.
Pumping us up with
answers.
Every angle.
Tell me. Yeah, and it wasn't until COVID that I even decided to learn about anything, really. So culturally and politically and everything.
Yeah, you had too much time on your hands.
Yeah, we were in a house.
I remember at the beginning of COVID getting into arguments about how serious COVID was, and then the end of COVID getting into the arguments about how fake COVID is. I'm a whole new person now.
She
Literally
understands both sides of the spectrum.
Did a whole 360.
Because I'm not going to let the world just have such a big impact on everybody I love and then me not want to know more. Like, why the fuck is this ruining so many people's lives?
That
Because
shit was crazy.
crazy. TikTok blew up, though. If we're talking about
TikTok
culture,
did.
in 2020, TikTok blew
And then
up.
your Trump guy tried to fucking cancel TikTok. If you don't get the fuck out of here, please.
We are having fun
So-
in our house on TikTok.
so
Get
let
rid
me-
of everything but TikTok.
Let me tell y'all something. So I watched this video, right, about TikTok, and it was this guy, not Trump related, but it was this guy, and he was breaking down why TikTok basically became so big. And it was created by basically, I don't know who, but somebody or in China. And so they were saying, like, you know, China's so advanced and so smart and has all this technology. They created this app, built in these algorithms to basically make people in the United States dumber. So now we're watching these videos and we're getting stuck on these 15 seconds and we're watching nothing, not learning anything, ignoring all the news. And that's why Trump's like, get off TikTok, because China's fucking trying to control everything. They're communists. They want us to be dumb. They want us not to realize how they're trying to take over and do all this shit. And that's
I mean, I will be on TikTok for like hours.
yeah.
Well, this is
But
the
I
same
also
thing with
learn a lot on
Instagram
TikTok.
or Twitter. It's all
but
the same.
but the thing with
TikTok
the
hacks.
TikTok is there's an algorithm that's like making kids be addicted to wanting to do TikTok dances instead of, like, you know, you can kind of create your own algorithm on Instagram.
I'm on like creator Disney side of TikTok.
Yeah, and I mean, I know it does change with your interests and stuff, but like it will become addicting in different ways, especially for the youth. And the youth is our future.
Yeah,
so
that's why youth shouldn't even be on fucking social media.
I know.
and that's one thing I refuse to let my kids be is on social media.
Yeah, especially TikTok.
Especially TikTok.
Yeah, I feel like social media definitely influences this culture way more than it influenced ours.
Yeah, because we were just getting into social media. Like, we were the peak of social media. So it was new. We weren't on our phones on fucking Instagram because we didn't have Instagram.
But also, too, when we
had to go
like,
home and go on the computer and get on Facebook.
Yeah, because I'm like, when we
In
had
MySpace.
MySpace and stuff, it wasn't like, oh, what is she wearing today? Or none of that stuff.
Yeah.
It
No, we was
just like,
talking shit.
Yeah, dead ass.
I'm
Man,
gonna move
we
you from.
learned how to code. MySpace taught us how to code. We was
I
on
miss
there
it.
making our pages look dope. Like,
I know it
it was
about
just
like,
different.
It was about like
talking shit on the bulletin
your
board.
your little
Aesthetics.
profile.
Oh, y'all gonna know what my
Yeah.
top 8 is.
Oh, I'm gonna have that brand new song that just dropped as my
Oh,
MySpace
me
song.
and my boyfriend fighting right now. Let me put a song on here.
I can't stand you right
Go
now.
to school the next day like, you moved me from number 1 to number 4 in
I
your top
know,
8.
right.
Why?
The top
Well,
8.
I didn't like how
my
you said this
God.
yesterday.
Yeah, that top 8 was. Oh, that was.
And then they got
that's
creative. They
not
put like what, top 10?
Yeah.
They're like, good, we'll add 2 more
good.
people.
I think it was 10 or 12 or something.
Yeah, that's all we used to do on Facebook was make our pages look pretty, put music. Like, that's all we used to do.
Yeah.
Like,
And talk hella shit.
We was some artists.
Hella
I used to feel so popular coming home to 5 messages, 3 friend requests.
We used to go to the
like.
library
I'd be like,
across the
yes.
street.
Yes, the library. I did that shit too. Like,
We had a library across the street from our school that everybody would go to and get on MySpace.
Yeah, how about you had a specific time you could be on the internet because the phone wouldn't go through. You don't know nothing about that.
Dial-up.
Kids don't know the
nothing about
struggle.
that.
We should have made one of them buttons a dial-up button.
You don't know nothing about AIM.
Yeah, the kids don't know the
Oh
struggle.
man,
Oh,
AIM was
man.
my worst enemy.
What was your AIM name?
I had two. I had X short stuff, X23. I had
Short
that was like my very first AOL.
Yeah.
And then I had
remember
I think
mine.
it was like Bree Baby. I don't even remember that second one. I had a
That's
couple
another
different ones
funny.
because by then you could like make more.
Mine was Girl Cali 777.
Oh my
Then I
gosh.
changed it because y'all really used to like Ludacris. Luda's Baby with a Z.
Wow.
Luda's baby.
I don't remember what my
I don't
AIM
remember
is.
mine.
Yours was
Smooth.
like it was like
Smooth T.
T. It was like XXT. Little E, big A, little T, big E,
Oh my
little
gosh.
A, XX
I remember
or
those
something
Was
like
it?
that.
I do not remember
I
mine.
feel
was
like it
yours,
was.
I don't remember mine.
Wow.
Because
Hers
I got
was Miss Ashley Camille probably.
probably. I love everything is Ashley
I'm like, did
Camille.
you even have a sidekick?
Yeah, but that was like at the end of it.
Oh yeah, because she's like 2 years behind.
That
Yeah.
was at the end of it.
I used to sell sidekicks at school. Like I would find them on the internet for like
She been a
$100 bucks
finesser her
and then
whole life.
sell them for like
Gosh.
150, 200.
The embezzler.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing changed about you.
No, I used to sell my lunch at school too.
Oh
Ain't
my
nothing changed about
gosh.
you.
I was never.
No, like I was trying to tell you.
I got a
earlier,
My mom would make
Lunchable.
me too.
I was getting 2 lunches.
Yeah.
My mom used to
Oh,
take my phone away.
I see it.
So I got me a
Two
Metro.
lunches.
And I used to pay my $40 a month, or was it 50?
It was like 40.
Yeah, it was like 40 or 50. So Adam helped me get a Metro. And I used to get $20 a week for lunch. So I used to have to save for my bill. And then finally, like 6 weeks later, she was like, "You think you're slick. I know what you're doing. You ain't never getting this phone back." That's fine, because you're still technically paying for my other phone bill. You just don't know. And if I really was that hungry and couldn't eat that week, my brother was at school. Like, girl.
Oh my god.
hella
You're just
funny.
bullying
Hella
parents.
funny. Yeah, no, I remember I got
Slick
my
Rick
first.
over here.
I used to sneak on my house phone like in the middle of the night.
Oh, the
yeah.
landlines?
And then the parents get on the other line. Go to bed, Ashley.
Hell of embarrassing.
Hella embarrassing. Mom would be like, "Get
be-
off the phone."
I would be hella quiet, like,
You know, I used to. So you know, the cordless phone had to charge. So when it would go dead, we had a phone like everywhere. We had one in the garage. I don't know. So whatever. I would use the garage one. That one would die, and I'd be like, "Okay, I gotta sneak in my mom's room and get the other."
Oh
phone.
my god.
I would literally open her door, sneak, like crawl on the floor.
Y'all better than me. I'm telling you, my dad was scary.
we only had one phone.
We had upstairs and downstairs. That was it.
So the house that we lived in, there was a landline. You know the rotaries, like the
Yeah.
There was one of those, but it was stuck in the wall. Like
Oh, yeah.
it came with the house. So like we couldn't take it out and we couldn't put it back in. So we had our regular cordless in the living room, and then we had that phone. And it happened to be in my room. That was my room at the time. And so I would get on that phone because it was connected and everything. Like it worked. So I would get on that phone, and she couldn't take it out of my room, and it was a cord one. So I was like always on the phone. She'd get on the cordless. It's time to get off the phone. I'm like,
Why you can't just come knock on my door?
Right. Why you
Because I
gotta
feel like you've been
full on
listening to my
embarrass
conversation
me?
for hella long.
Like, you
Hella
know, mom trying to
embarrassing.
cupcake.
right.
And I used to
Take
be on
no
3-way
feeling.
with like a guy.
Well, I
and a
wasn't even
girl.
allowed to talk to boys on the phone. Do you guys remember that time?
My mom made me sign a contract. You are not allowed to have a boyfriend until you're 18. Sign.
Well, that didn't.
It didn't really work,
You
but
broke that contract.
I for sure did. It was on the refrigerator and everything. I
Your
had to
mom said that to you? Kim.
go. Kimberly.
Wow. She
Didn't
was
really
that
work.
strict?
That mom was scary.
That's crazy.
No, my daddy was scary.
My mom was
He even looked at me crazy. I flinch.
Yeah, but that was because like I said too, the culture was so different. We actually respected our elders, like
Yeah.
our parents and our teachers. Like these kids these days, they don't care.
Yeah, like when I do something and I feel like it has something to do with my like life, my real livelihood, I'm like, damn, my parents would be so disappointed. Like I feel like I'm letting my parents down.
I will say for me, I was the opposite. Like I'm like the golden child. So like I don't feel like anything I can do can let them down, which is annoying. Like sometimes I want to let you down.
Let me let you down.
Like I'm tired of just being like responsible.
I remember when you told your mom you were pregnant. That's probably the only time.
And it broke my heart.
Yeah.
But she did apologize after. But my first when I was pregnant with my son, it was because me and Marvin were just getting back together.
Yeah.
We didn't really figure things out yet, and it was so much drama the past 2 years.
Huh.
So she was like,
Keyword.
I think she was like,
"What are you doing? Like
she's stuck with this guy.
what?"
She's never leaving.
And then like it clicked, and she did come back too, and she was like, "I am so sorry. I never wanted to like." she was like, there was a moment when I thought about the day you'd get pregnant, and I would hope that my reaction would never have been like that. And I'm so sorry that it was like that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
my mom had a bad reaction with Nye too.
I know.
It was because we were
engaged.
We were engaged, and then we were planning. I had just bought my dress. Like we put the money down for the venue, and then I get pregnant. Wedding.
I mean, I feel like that's not a great reason to be disappointed in a baby. Though.
She was just like, "You wanted you to get married first." I'm like, well, I was on the right path.
Girl,
I was a year late.
but you're having sex, so then you're already messing up your own path.
I know, but, she didn't really care.
Anaya was planned. The hell thought she was planned.
Yeah.
Nope, because as soon as he proposed, I said, I do not want to get pregnant.
And then you got pregnant.
I got pregnant.
Why
Well,
didn't you get on birth
didn't do
control?
nothing to stop it.
Josh did not do birth control. I got off birth control like 2 years before he proposed.
Oh Lord. So like, were y'all using the pull-out method? Like,
Do you know who you're talking about?
We went on, no.
I'm talking about Joshua here.
And Ashley, to be
talking
honest.
about, I do not want to get pregnant. How you gonna stop it? You ain't doing nothing to stop
Right.
it.
I would have been like, fuck you and your no
But I
birth
will
control
say-
tactic.
It was everywhere for him.
I was I will say, like, even with Marvin, I don't remember if I wasn't, obviously I wasn't, but I don't remember why I wasn't on birth control. But I remember thinking like I hadn't been on birth control for like 2 years
Yeah, I
and never
remember
got
you
pregnant.
wasn't
So
on
in
it.
my head, I'm like, I even went to the doctor and was like, something wrong with me? And they were like, are you getting a period? I'm like, yeah, you're fine. I'm like, okay.
And then you got back with Marvin and you got pregnant.
And then, but I mean, obviously it was like 6 months after we got back together and I wasn't getting pregnant. So for me, it was just carelessness because I wasn't getting pregnant.
She trapped my brother, y'all.
That's how it was. I was like, I didn't really care. I'm not getting pregnant. I'm like, I started thinking something was wrong with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been on
And
birth
then I
control
thought
for 2
something was
years.
wrong with him.
Why can't I get pregnant?
Yeah.
Damn. Should we start now, T?
In the hell?
Yes,
With
please.
my luck, I'll be getting pregnant as soon as that shit wears off.
Yes, please. Do what you gotta do.
But really, it's I won't get into that side. But
Yeah,
birth control is
not.
the worst.
I feel like that's
Hormonal
something
birth
that
control
we,
is also planted in the
I
United
feel
States
like
for us too.
that's something that we've learned, that I've learned in this culture, that doctors really ain't shit.
Girl, she
Like,
didn't
they
even
don't know nothing.
She didn't even try to help me. Like, well, let's see. Let's do an egg count. Let's see. Like, no, she was like, you get a period? Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
No. That's
But even
I'll be
so,
like, but my
with
parents
me,
are-
like, I'll go get regularly checked, like, every 3 months when I get my birth control or whatever. And I'll be like, oh, can you check for this, because they're not going to do it if you don't ask.
No.
And they'll be like, oh, well, when's your last period? Bitch, I've been on birth control for a long time. I don't know. And they'll be like, oh, well, if you're not having symptoms. Do you know how many people that have been pregnant that didn't have symptoms?
You guys probably burnt up all your eggs. You guys need to get that shit out of you.
Hey.
They're marinating.
No.
See,
I
the
need
thing
you
with
off.
me, I was off birth control for hella long. Like I was on it, and then I was off it, and then I was on it, and then I was off it, and then now I'm on it again.
I'm going to get off of it, though, because
Yeah, it's
I'm
so
going to
bad.
trap somebody.
Please do.
Oh, I like, you know,
Please. Oh, she got that on camera. Next. So her baby
Beware.
daddy gonna watch this.
Okay,
and be
trap
like,
queen.
yes.
Not me.
Because I feel like men don't like
Culture,
they don't
it's part of the
fucking care.
culture.
They do not care.
They care.
They don't
No, they
care.
don't.
Yes, they do.
They
No,
never.
we were
said-
talking about this
They
the other
never.
day.
I have never been asked. So, are you on birth control?
Yes.
They pull off condoms. They don't fucking care.
They don't care.
Trust me, they care.
Then
They
y'all,
don't.
y'all be
They don't
stopping
care.
it.
don't.
I'd be like, so what made you do that? Do you think I'm on birth control? Are you? Well, you didn't ask me before.
Right.
Like,
And
so
I
you just gonna come and tell me?
I just me because I don't want no kids like yet or whatever. I will let them know like, okay, well I'm on birth control, but you know,
Yeah, I don't like surprises.
you should probably wear a condom.
I need that shit to be low key planned, for real.
Yeah.
I can definitely see you planning your baby.
I don't like surprises.
We can plan it for you.
I think mine is gonna be a surprise.
I don't like surprises at all.
Shit, I'm gonna fucking cry.
Definitely.
I think the best surprise is finding out you're pregnant.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
cried.
I feel like it's the best.
I mean,
What
I
is
think
it?
I just want to get to a point like, okay, I'm off birth control. I'm in a very healthy
Yeah.
relationship. If I get pregnant right now, I don't care. So like, it can happen whenever it happens.
Yeah.
To me, that's planning. To me, when I'm in the
Yeah.
right mindset. So then I'd still technically be surprised, but
Yeah.
knowing that I could get pregnant at any time.
But getting pregnant when you don't intend to get pregnant.
Yeah.
That's probably not the greatest surprise.
Is that like a cultural thing too? Do kids
Yeah.
these days get on birth control like that?
no,
So I
fuck no.
actually-
These kids having babies left and right.
That's what I was wondering because before when we were younger, no birth
I
control.
got on birth control as soon as
As soon as I had sex, birth control me, please.
No,
Yes.
I think they are. I
My
think they
mom
are.
found out I was having sex because I used to get so paranoid.
My mom still don't know how to have sex.
Shut up.
Married and 2 kids later, Mom, we are doing nothing.
We've never
I used
had
to be
that.
so paranoid, so I used
ever.
to take pregnancy tests every time after I had sex. I would take a pregnancy test because I would be that paranoid. So she found the pregnancy test in my drawer. First of all, why are you in my panty drawer like that? Second of all,
Did she do your laundry?
I'm
Says
18
the
years
woman
old.
whose
My
mom just did all of her
Right,
laundry
I'm like,
the other
doesn't
day.
she still do your laundry?
No,
to
she
this day?
didn't. No, she didn't used to do it.
My mom found out I was on birth control because she took my phone.
Damn, she went through your shit.
No, I had my timer set to take the
Oh, wow.
You was like, Mom, I need my phone back. How am I
She
remember
was-
to take my
Oh
phone?
my God, my
man.
friends are dumb, y'all.
Yo, that's
So
First of all,
that's not bad. I got on birth control because my mom walked in.
This bitch is
My mom,
wild.
all of you-
my mom
all of
took
your
me to
kids-
my doctor's appointment.
All
guys
of your
are
mother's
dumb.
kids got caught.
you guys are all
I've
dumb.
never been caught.
I have
having
Yeah.
never.
That
been
is
caught.
horrible.
Never.
I have
You
never.
not slick at all, Ashley. You
I was
still not
home
slick.
alone and she came home earlier
She
than
thought you was home
expected.
alone.
No, my mom never. I've never got caught. She never knew when I started birth control. None of that. I remember I went to Planned Parenthood a couple times to get the Plan B when I was like 17 or 18.
See, I've never taken Plan B.
Oh, I used to pop them things like M&Ms. No,
Oh
I'm
my
only taken
God.
it
just
maybe
playing.
like once.
I'm just playing. It was a couple times.
I be getting scared. Like, it really
Yeah.
can make me not pregnant.
No, see,
like, not pregnant.
when I was a kid and dumb and stupid, I just would take it because I'm like, just in case. Like, I would
Yeah.
rather just take it.
Wait,
But now I'm aware of what it is.
Yeah, I
and
would
what it
never
does.
take that shit. Well, first
Plan
of
B.
all, I
yeah.
heard that
Never.
you can't take it if you're over a certain weight. You can't take it if you're like, what
The
is it called?
underlining of things is crazy.
It
That's like
probably
that on
would- I
everything.
I think it's a
Yeah.
certain age too, and
Yeah.
if you're ovulating.
Yeah.
or some shit.
I'm
sure it's
actually
crazy.
like
I
highly
don't know.
against the Plan B.
I've
but
taken it one time, and that's because
I took that
the boy made me. Because it was his fault. He slipped up.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I don't want to take this. He literally left his house, went to the store, came back and was like shoving it down my throat.
Oh, my.
That shit made me so fucking sick, and he felt hella bad.
Yeah, no.
He went and bought me hella shit. It was just like, I'm so sorry that I had to make you do that. I'm like, because this is your fault. You weren't
Yeah.
taking the precautions like you said that you were going to do.
Yeah.
Like, it really is up to the man with the condom shit, which is crazy.
Or we could just not have sex.
Or you can just shut up.
I'm abstinent.
You shut the fuck up too over there.
I'm abstinent.
No, seriously.
Oh,
Since when, actually? When did you become abstinent?
it's 48 hours ago.
No, 48 hours ago.
The fuck?
Putting
First of
all
all,
our business out there.
It's
I'm
just
like,
wanted to know
it's
when she
not
decided that.
It's not
That's all I
48
wanted to
hours
know.
ago.
Maybe she decided this morning. Sometimes it just be like that. You're like, you know what? I don't want to have
I don't
sex
even want
anymore.
nothing.
I don't think I've
don't
ever
want
said that before.
nobody.
You've got demons, girl.
I mean, obviously, if I'm not, never mind.
I just need to build my, toy collection. I'll be happy.
No. How about we just wait for marriage, everyone?
It's a toy collection.
No masturbation, no sex before marriage, none of that. No pornography.
See how she just knocks us down like that?
Hey, just saying.
I want her to do that too.
I'm married.
Start
Okay,
over.
I want you to do it.
And I don't-
I want
and
you
I
to
don't
get
believe in-
divorced and then do
And
that.
I don't believe in toys and I don't believe in pornography, so
Well,
I
yeah,
just
pornography is
use the
disgusting.
images in my head.
that's still
Yeah,
lusting.
my mind's very. I'm like, my mind's very vivid.
It's still lusting.
It is what it is.
Anyways, how do we even get here? This is not culture.
Anyways, back to the culture.
It is a cultural
this is
thing.
Can we
private
talk
room.
about dating in culture and marriage in culture? And can we talk about gender roles?
Oh,
It's our favorite thing to talk about.
It is.
This comes up at least twice a year.
Every
and-
season.
Every season, literally. And I feel
And
like,
that's definitely a cultural thing.
yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Well, I will say that there are two things in society that have changed the culture of gender roles, and that's this term masculine toxic masculinity,
Yeah.
and feminism. And those two things are so toxic to the nuclear family and the gender roles and the traditional
Yeah.
family values. And so alone right there, that killed off the culture of
Right.
the traditional.
Because
Yeah.
whoever said women had to work, I don't like you.
No, not even that. So
No, seriously, that part
women,
too.
I mean,
Don't like
the
you.
way, being in California,
Yeah.
women have to work. Just
Yeah.
simple as that. Women and men have to work. But
Or
the
they can
thing
just pay
is,
us more.
not even that. It's just women and men are both working now, and you still expect the woman to come home and cook and clean and take care of your kids and do all that shit. So
But
it's like 2 jobs.
I agree with you, but I also feel like there are things in our, I don't want to say government because it's not government, but there are things in our world, I guess, that want to break up healthy homes. Like, obviously, I'm going to get into like, I think it's a spiritual thing. I think it's the enemy. I think it's Satan that's trying to break off families, because when you don't have moms and dads in the home, your kids are going to be fucked up, right? But beside that part, I think that those, because of that attack spiritually, there are things that are being put in place that are not like why is California so expensive? Now, why do both parents have to work? Now, why are we nurturing our children less and they're becoming more, violent and more mental illness and more all these things? Like, that's crazy. Like, society and culture should not be like that. We should be nurturing the families. We should be allowing the moms to stay home. We should be allowing it to be, able to.
But I don't want to stay at home with my kids all day.
I mean, in my eyes, that's what women were created for. But you don't have to do that. Obviously, every woman is different. So every woman can choose to work. Now, who's nurturing and raising your children? Because you want to work. Daycare?
My mama.
Childcare? Okay, your mom. And does your mom, well, maybe you do too, but not all moms and daughters have the same ideologies and same values and same.
And the way
But
culture
for
is
me,
now, moms, they don't retire till what, 60, 70?
The culture, moms don't want to be grandmas.
They're working too.
Yeah, exactly.
This culture, moms don't want to be grandmas.
Moms want to be
Exactly.
out.
My mama don't have
on
a choice.
vacation and stuff. My mom doesn't either, but she still be wanting to be out on vacation. And
Yeah.
stuff.
My mom may want to
Yeah.
kidnap Anaya.
But I agree with you, Bree. Like, I think that because I am more old school. Like, I feel like, not that a woman's place is in the kitchen, but you know what I mean? I feel like that is your job. Like, you're supposed to take care of the household, because I feel like men are just dumb. So
It's not an excuse.
like, it's not an excuse.
But it's never going to be
like,
up to what we want anyway.
But I
No,
just
I'm
feel
not
like
saying they need to do everything.
no, but I just feel like men are created to do one thing and when women are created to do the other thing.
Yeah.
Like, men literally do not have the brain to think of some of the things that we are created to think about.
yeah.
So
They're not
that's
nurtured.
just- they're not nurtured.
It's literally the way we were designed. Like,
Yeah.
not just made, like raised by our parents. It's literally designed. Like, when you get pregnant, you become a mother. But when you're pregnant, the daddy is not a father yet.
Until the baby's born.
Until the baby's born.
There's a different connection.
There's it's internal.
Like, you
it's-
formed something in your
Yeah.
body.
Mhm.
You know? I
And-
mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I feel like that is something that we like. I feel like when you get pregnant, it kind of brings you back to like what you were created to do.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't learn how to be a mom once you get pregnant. You just instantly are.
Yeah,
a
it's
mom.
something
It's an
clicks.
instinct.
because it's
Yeah.
the design. It's
Exactly. Like, I
beautiful.
feel like
It's such a beautiful thing. It's the way we were designed.
Yeah. Like your mom used to tell you, like, I can't picture you being like
A mom.
a mom.
I can't picture you changing diapers. I can't picture you being affectionate to your children.
Yeah.
My mom told me that. That she could not picture me being affectionate to my children. And because I'm not an affectionate person. Like, I am. I feel like I am, but not to the extent, I guess, that she's seen like mothers be with their kids.
Yeah.
yeah.
And when I had kids, like,
It's different.
yeah, it just changed.
You like changing a diaper. Like, I didn't know I could change a diaper.
Yeah.
Look at me,
Without
all
throwing up.
mominish.
I'm like, I've been shaving diapers for a long time. But
Well, I mean, like, it just hits, you know?
yeah.
Like,
So then, do you
second
guys
instinct.
do? So
I
you
think
guys
mine
do
would be the
believe in
tolerance thing.
traditional
Oh,
gender
yeah.
roles,
yeah.
or just a?
I'm in the middle because, like I said, if I'm working
I believe in them, but
and you're working and I have to do everything when I get home, I don't think that that's fair. Granted, I'm not asking you to do everything, but I do need some help. Like,
Yeah, no, I agree. I
I
work.
think that you need help. Yeah, I would want help, but I just feel like it's just kind of something I would just do.
Yeah.
nah,
Like, if personally for me,
that's how you.
I want
overdo
to be the
yourself.
one to
I would be
clean.
stressed.
I would want to be the one, but I'm not a stressful person like you. Like, I don't over
Tiana,
stress.
you're a sleepy person. You're gonna work all day.
Yeah, but
and then you're
when
gonna
I-
come home and take care of kids and clean and cook. You would get irritated.
Taking care of kids, but I don't mind staying at home taking care of my kids.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
doesn't
staying at
want to
home.
work.
No, I'm saying if you're working and doing all that, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but you don't want to stay at home.
no, I can't.
Yeah, so I wouldn't
I
want
wouldn't
to
be able to stay at
myself.
home. Maybe I could do like part time, but I'm not gonna stay at home all day. Hell no. I don't think I could do that. I
Yeah.
don't think I could.
And that's like
Especially since I like to shop a lot. I like things.
yeah,
So
It's just
I feel like I
expensive.
need to
definitely. She gonna work for the rest of her life so she can get a bag or two.
That's the only reason why you're going to work. He going to pay all the
couldn't.
bills. I'm just using money from my
I
expenses.
think that would just be signed in my marriage papers. Like, look, I'm gonna shop. So.
Oh God, thank
Nah.
God I'm not the man marrying these two.
But I'm gonna have my family taken care of. What you need, babe? I got you.
Yeah. I'm like the same. Like I'll cook and I'll clean. If you see me doing laundry and not doing nothing, I kind of hope you help.
Yeah.
Like, but that means you're gonna do.
I mean, if you're outside cutting the grass,
I was
and the
just
man
gonna
is
say,
taking
cut
a
the
nap.
grass.
Do the
Like,
outside
cut
work.
the grass.
I'm not taking the trash
That's
out.
out.
One-
like,
That's
like,
out.
yeah, cut the grass.
Yeah. If I see
I'll
Ashley
clean.
cutting her grass and her husband is inside taking a nap,
Bruh.
I'm whooping both y'all asses.
yeah, I might fight. I might fight y'all.
I don't
do
mind
that.
gardening.
I'll go outside. I'll pull weeds while you cutting the grass. I don't mind.
Yeah,
doing
we
shit
can
like
do.
Yeah,
We can have
I'll
a
garden.
yard work Saturday.
I'll garden, but I'm not taking out
I'll
the
make you
trash.
lemonade
We're
or
not
no,
yard
no.
work
a
people,
lion.
but
that. No.
I'll do that.
I want to. I'm not a yard work person, but I want to be.
See,
I don't mind.
I mean, not yard work.
See, they
planting.
call me bougie because I'm paying for comfort, but this bitch has a. She'll fucking.
I thought you were about to say a nanny.
I was
No,
gonna say that. It was
she has a cleaner.
Wait. This is
I'm
for a different
surprised you don't have
episode.
a gardener. They
Talk
don't
about
care-
culture.
She doesn't care about her garden to pay for it.
It's so funny because I remembered I had an envelope in my purse for like some cash, and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot I have to give this to the gardener. Okay.
Oh my God.
But that was written in my marriage papers.
But
all
yeah,
right.
so-
I'm like, look,
Yeah, he knew.
I had a cleaner when I had a 1-bedroom apartment in Concord by
a joke.
myself.
Bruh,
I lived
Ashley,
by myself.
Actually, every time I clean my bathroom, I think of how we used to clean Sabrina's bathroom.
All the time.
It was either y'all or the cleaner. There's
Horrible.
one thing. I'm
A
not.
single lady having a fucking cleaner come to her house.
Yeah, that was
In a
that was pretty bad.
one-bedroom
No
apartment.
kids, no boyfriend.
But I
nothing.
okay, so I wasn't okay. My mom was a single mom. There was 2 of us, and she would try to give us chores, but we wouldn't do it good enough. So she would end up doing it, and then she would get frustrated and just not tell us to do anything. So she didn't. She says to this day, one thing I regret about raising y'all is I didn't make you guys like domesticated. Like you guys don't cook or clean. I mean, obviously we can cook now a little bit, but the cleaning part, I'm just like I never had to do it, and I never want to do it. So, but
You lucky.
for recording purposes,
Right.
my house is pretty clean. I mean, right now it's a little messy, but it's never like disgustingly dirty. Like
No.
it gets cleaned.
No,
I'm gonna get it
that's-
cleaned.
That's disgusting.
I would never have a disgusting house. Like it will get cleaned. If I don't have the cleaner come, I find somebody to clean the house.
Right?
'cause-
Just like when I was watching the kids
Oh my gosh.
and vacuuming, and Tay was like, "Why are you doing that?" Maria vacuum.
Oh my gosh.
not the
I was
kids.
like, "Well, I'm gonna
That's
vacuum today."
embarrassing.
Not Maria.
That's embarrassing. I'm not even like rich for my kids to be talking like that. Like,
Maria.
He think
does
y'all
that.
ooh, that's
In his mind, y'all is.
Right, in his mind, y'all are rich. I bet you.
But no,
That's
me
crazy.
wanting to not be that could change. Me not wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, like my whole mindset could change.
I mean, and even if it didn't, like there are women who like to work, who like, you know, my sister-in-law, she likes to work and she doesn't have to work. So she'll take time where she's working full time for 3, 4, 5, 6 months. And then there's time where she's, you know, off because the kids are more busy and she wants to be there for the kids. So it just changes with the season.
Yeah, and like my mom, she worked at night. My dad worked during the day, so during the day, my mom was home cooking, cleaning,
Yeah.
doing all that stuff. And by the time we went to sleep, she was at work.
Yeah.
And then like in the summertime, when we were off school, we did everything together because she was off and worked at night.
Yeah.
Like it just worked. I kind of wish that.
I think that I'm gonna be probably like a part-time, or like you said, when the season changes.
Yeah.
Depending on whatever my household needs.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like Marvin, his mom was a stay-at-home mom for majority of his life, and his dad made really great money with PG&E. So that's what he was raised as. But coming into that, like when he didn't want me to work, and then, you know, there were things that we did, like our gender roles. I did whatever I had to do in the home, took care of the kids, cook, clean, whatever. Clean. And then he worked. It would get hard because having kids, it's like that's already a job, yeah, in itself. And then you do have to take care of everything else. So sometimes I'd be like, hey, can you help with this, or this? And he would get frustrated, like, no, I work, you're home. Like, and I'm like, okay, I'm going back to work then.
Right.
So then that's what I decided. I'm like, I'm gonna work. So I did go full time. Now I'm part time. Like I just have to figure out the flow for that season.
It was
like,
a tit for tat thing. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back to work then.
like if you're not gonna do nothing, this is not gonna work. Like I'm gonna need you to do something. Like there's never a time. But he's not used to that because growing up, his mom, to this day, his mom is just the type to want to do everything. Like she's built that way. She can have 10 kids and still cook and clean and get all the snacks and pack the bags and clothe and bathe. And I'm like, I wasn't built that way.
No.
That's why I'm stopping at 2 kids.
That's why the
'cause
generation is
Yeah,
different.
that man
Because
would have-
all of our moms are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like I think we were talking one time, I think it was you and you guys were like, my mom gets up and puts on clothes every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my mom
my
gets
mom-
dressed.
my mom does.
Puts
does
on
her
clothes
hair.
every day.
My mom.
I couldn't imagine having to put on clothes. I don't even barely have clothes on right now. Like
my mom
we're gonna-
literally gets up, she'll put on jeans or
Yeah,
shorts.
Yeah.
Or,
my mom too.
a whole
Put on
outfit.
some lounge clothes.
When have y'all ever seen my mom?
Yeah, mine too. My mom gets like dressed.
Yeah.
I was just thinking that this week. I'm like, well, I was thinking of other reasons, like she's just trying to stay busy because of other things. But I'm just like, why are you up? You just moving around. Like,
Go to
sit
bed.
down,
Yeah.
chill. Like, you never just sit.
Netflix and chill, mom.
I've
Shit.
never seen her just be in the bed and just be like, oh, I'm chilling in the bed all day. Like,
Bruh.
unless she's like sick or something.
See?
My mom either.
It's a
Because my
culture
mom,
thing.
she hasn't worked in the last 2 years, and it really like is killing her. She hates that she doesn't work. Like it bothers her. So I'll call her like on my lunch or when I get off work. Like, what are you doing? She's like, I did this, and that today. Or, this house is a mess. I'm like, you live with one person. Just you and your husband. Like, what? She'd be like, oh, yeah, I had to do all these errands and all this and blah, 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 blah. And I had to clean this and I was doing this. I'm like, you don't ever just chill and watch TV? Because I'd be asleep all day.
See, is that the culture thing too? Like our parents are so active.
If I was a stay-at-home
Bruh,
mom,
I can't even deal.
the time I was watching Sabrina's Kids, I was a stay-at-home mom for like a week. And I'm like, thank God that Haya like should just nap and chill, because me and her just chilling in the bed till I gotta go pick up Tay from school. Like,
Big chilling. I know. She's like the perfect little chill buddy.
But
like
that's
that.
also why I had to go back to work, because since I had a cleaner to clean and I cooked only dinners, I didn't cook breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, I'd only cook dinner. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do like in the daytime? I'm about to be in bed all day, like chilling. So I was like, nah, let me get up and do something.
That sounds fun.
It actually does.
It's
I would
for
be on a
a short
frame.
time.
Like
yeah.
I was sleeping. Well, you gotta take the kids.
Yeah, I had to
at
make
8.
schedules. I had to start taking them outside. I had to like start doing stuff with them, and like because it was gonna be boring all day if I didn't do anything. But yeah, our parents are ready, dressed up,
Active.
cleaning. Yeah,
The
opening
cultural
the blinds.
differences. We're ready to
My
just
parents
like
are
sit
always
on the
open the
couch.
blinds.
I open the blinds too, though.
I
Not
open
gonna
the
lie.
blinds, too.
I open the
No, I
blinds.
don't need the
My
blinds.
parents
I need
are
the blinds
always
open.
doing something.
As soon as that sun
No.
comes up, blinds open. I need the house to be
Why?
woke too.
Like, I'm surprised my mom's at home right now. I'll call my mom and she'll be like, oh, we're down here. We walked, blah, blah, blah. They walk everywhere.
So does my mom. And my stepdad.
They walk everywhere. My dad will have my mom walking miles.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that. My mom loves to walk.
My parents will walk like because there's stores around their house. They'll like take their bikes. They'll
Yeah, my mom too.
Yeah.
they
Same
like
thing
to.
with my dad.
But my stepdad doesn't like to go outside. But my mom loves to be outside. So they have to like
My stepdad's in the
schedule
middle.
things and stuff.
My parents like to be outside.
Like my parents love to be outside, but I think my stepdad's more of the homey one than my mom.
My stepdad's super homey.
Neither of my parents are homey.
My mom can't. I'm the same way though. I can't be inside the house. If it's a beautiful day on a Saturday, I'm out.
Ashley, you're never home.
I love to be
I
outside.
don't like being
but
home.
I like my.
My husband is a homey person, so it's hard. But
Call me hermit.
That's why I plan. That's why I am so big on the calendars and scheduling and getting us out. Because if I have it on the calendar and I'm like, look, we're doing this on that day, he'll go out.
Yeah,
but
this
if
is
I
the
wake
most
up
I've
Saturday
seen.
and I'm like, let's go do something, never. We're in bed all
No,
day.
he's not. I noticed that.
This is the most I've
recently.
seen Marvin outside.
Yeah,
this
because she
summer.
had
We
lots of
outside.
and all his fucking friends are there.
I switched jobs so that I can have this summer that we have, basically. Like, I was like, I'm not working Fridays and Saturdays ever again in my
Devastating.
life.
That's why the last
We
Saturday
love
was
you
so
for
fucking
it.
Yep.
boring.
And then I
Gracias.
scheduled a summer of festivities and everybody.
I know my mom's like, so do you work? Yeah, mom, I work during the week. But on my weekends, she goes, yeah, I know. How do you do all that?
My mom was like,
I don't know.
My mom was
I
like,
make it work though.
my mom was like, I told your stepdad, I was like, I think Marvin and Sabrina must have hit the lotto. Like, what's going on?
Right.
I'm like, look, when you're with a group of
Balling
people,
on a budget, okay?
everything works.
Everything.
We ball on a budget.
Yeah.
and we haven't went to the club once.
Yep.
It's
Love that
funny,
for
one of my
us.
friends had said something to me last night, like, "Oh, you're probably at the club," because they had texted me at 4, and I was like, "Who goes to the club anymore?" Like,
The
what?
club.
First of all, we're in the garage doing karaoke.
Club Garage Ale.
Club Garage L.
Doing karaoke and smoking
Gang,
hookah.
gang.
Nate, roll up.
Shout out to the real Garage
Bring the wood
gang.
ale.
Gang, gang.
OMG.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's been a lit summer.
Yeah.
But as far as culture goes and gender roles, I think that the feminism stuff and the toxic masculinity stuff is killing off the traditional gender roles.
Definitely.
So,
Go back to old fashioned.
yeah, and I think that honestly, I do think that it's causing it's become so toxic to society. Like it's causing the generations to be more entitled, the generations to be more violent, more mental illness. I do feel like that is because of the way that our society sees.
Can't even find a good man.
I was just gonna say, like, the men don't even want to be men to the woman. Like, take me on a date. Bring me flowers when you take me on the date. How about you pick me up from my house? Don't meet me there. Like, no.
Or how about you just, like, men are afraid to be in relationships. Like, society wants them.
Yeah, and back in the day, they would get married at like 18.
No, how they get married after knowing each other for a month.
Yeah, how are you comfortable just dating me for like 5 years?
I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they actually mentioned that in one of the podcasts, and they were like, back in the day, you get together in high school and you're getting married at 18 and having a baby at 19. Like, there was nothing wrong with that. Now it's just like, ew.
See,
I got my life to live.
And that's why, like, when we have the conversations about like time limits on dating, and like we always all have different answers and different perspectives.
I don't have a time limit anymore.
I just feel like just get married, because I feel like once you're married, you have to fight for your family, your wife, your kids, your like. I mean, the fucked up part is you might marry somebody who doesn't have that same fight in them. That's when it's like.
I think that's what my issue is.
Is like, because you'll fight for the person.
I feel like the people that I date don't choose me. Like, I always am the one to be like, okay, well, I can work this out, or we can do this. Like,
and I'm just like communicating.
Now,
this
I don't know relationship, and I'm like, all right.
Communication is non-existent in this.
Yeah, it's very non-existent
culture.
But then I look at some people, and I'm just like, so do I need to be dumb? Like,
dead ass.
Do I just need to be a dumb girl?
No, you have to settle. That's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Settle.
I mean, and
I'm not doing it, so I'm just gonna be alone.
I feel like there are levels to settling.
Yeah, I'm like,
there is.
But
the shit that these motherfuckers want us to settle for, not happening.
No, I feel like we shouldn't be settling for cheaters. We shouldn't be settling for abuse or like, you know, that kind of stuff. But settling for somebody who, okay, like, you might not have all of your shit together right now.
Yeah,
like, okay.
I agree.
Or you might be in between jobs. Yeah. Okay. Oh, you might have not have a car. Okay. We can, those things I feel like you can settle for. Yeah. Because those are things that can be fixed.
Yeah. But I do notice a lot of the women that are
I don't know if I agree about the car part, but okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, wait. You have to be trying, you know, to work on that.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I have a friend whose car just got took, but he's got a backup car. You know what I mean? Like, he's already got a car. Yeah. Like, he's never, like, that's what I was saying to them too. I was like, you a real one when you know that when you're down, you're never really down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, men who work, like, I'm going to get what I want. Like, I'm
going to get it back.
There's a personality trait to these negative things that you can be like, oh, I can settle for him because I know that he's a hardworking man, that he's going to get what he needs. Not one that's laying on the couch while you're cutting the grass. Like, no. Sorry. Right. That was a red flag right there.
My thing is, the women in our generation, they're settling for men that have a good job, that are spoiling them, buying them bags,
the positive stuff.
Yes.
But are getting the abuse and cheating. Yep. Like, that's it right there.
Like you got this whole ass relationship, you're married, but your husband is in my motherfucking inbox.
Like, because it looks good on social media. It looks good on social media.
I was just gonna say, you know what? Create
bing.
Social media.
One of those motherfuckers. This is a whole motherfucking episode. That was lit. That was a topic right there.
Okay, so we can continue this because we're about to wrap it up in a minute, but we could definitely talk about this.
Part 2. No, seriously.
Part 2 for sure.
Episode 2, part 2.
That shit was lit because literally we think that settling is settling for the negative aspect of men, but settling is when you're like, oh, he got money, he got a car, he look good, he smell good, he dressed good, all the bitches want him. I want him. I'm gonna settle.
But how is your character?
He could cheat though.
Like, that's the thing with us.
Woo!
I'm not falling in love with somebody who has everything. I'm falling in love with your character as a man. Yeah. Not what you have, what you can give me, all that shit.
Like that's the thing too. Like, it looks like we go for men with money. No, we go for men who know how to work.
Yeah.
So they have money.
Yep.
The money is the second aspect. Like, this is like the byproduct. It's the symptom of what we like in the man.
Yeah.
So of course we look like we running after the money. No, we running after men who can work hard for their families, and they have priorities and responsibilities, and they know how to financially work.
First of all, it's not easy having a good job. Like, that shit is hard,
especially in the Bay Area.
It's hard to find a job making more than $25 an hour.
Yeah, that's why when I see men who are broke and they're like, oh, I don't talk to these girls because they want my money. Like, what money?
What money?
What money?
Where?
You drive Uber.
Like, show me.
You DoorDash. Okay. Like,
what money?
Show me.
No, thank you.
But I definitely think we should continue this conversation in the next episode. So if you guys have any questions that you want us to ask that involve with that this topic, please let us know. DM us, email us.
You can ask questions. You can add to the topic. Yes. You can give us perspectives. You can send us a DM on Instagram. We have an email, official.atms@gmail.com. However you want to engage with us, comment, subscribe, like.
Subscribe.
Till you never do it. No, and we just appreciate so much for you guys tuning in. And if you feel like there's anything you want us to talk about or you want us to change or add, just let us know. We can try to do that for you guys. And we
can take constructive criticism, by the way.
Yeah.
So,
no, you
good,
can.
bad, happy, sad.
I was gonna say you can fucking hate on us because as long as you comment, like, and subscribe, you know how
if you want to. That means you really love me.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, official.atmspod.
Yeah.
Sure.
One of those.
Don't change
Check the details below. And we love you and we thank you and we can't wait for our next episode. Bye.